tweyimbire walala ni president wa Uganda okulankulanya Uganda eno. Uganda ekitiibwa kyo kiboneke era obwa Kyabazinga buboneke mu Uganda muno. Tusabanga nkomenkereza Isa emirala gyo ku mukolo guno. Omukisa gwa Katonda gubagane omukolo guno. Era twenda okwebaza President wa Uganda yatandise era okutugabula. Tuyidinga eriyo bingi byatutegekeire nirata waife Kyabazinga byona biwa omukisa. Omukolo guno omukisa gwona abantu wetu naavira wano mu State House nga tuli kusagamba nga tuli kubona obulungi bwa Katonda. Ekisa kya Katonda kyetooloole. Ekitiibwa n'etendo tubikubiriza kubanga bibyo mu linnya erya Yesu Kristo omusenga waife.
Ndikwenda okwebaza latter president olw'okustabilizinga Busoga. After 6 years of turmoil, latter gino myaka 10, Busoga is very stable. We want to thank you and thank you very much. In particular, ndikwenda okwebaza because I've been in administration, I know what you've done. Ndikwenda okwebaza first and foremost for the vision to return the traditional leadership in this country. This has been critical in restoring and maintaining the identity of this country. Lata tukwenda okusuubiza nti ng'obwa Kyabazinga bwa Busoga, we will limit ourselves mainly around that identity issue. And we want to thank you for your vision. Ndikwenda okukobera Baba Kyabazinga that Baba President, culture evokes very serious emotions. And it is these emotions that we want to harness to fulfill your vision, to transform Busoga, but also to reduce, to increase the people that are in the market, the money economy. We want to thank you for your vision. Ate, most importantly, if it wasn't for your vision, I would not be Katukiro of Busoga. Wherever I go, Baba President, Bandeta Baba. If it wasn't for your vision, I wouldn't be there. Second, we want to thank Your Excellency for your generosity, financial, moral support, fatherly support towards His Royal Highness, the Kyabazinga of Busoga. We want to thank you for the welfare and the education that you have granted our Kyabazinga. I want to assure you that in a very short time, you will have a Kyabazinga who holds a PhD, and there is no doubt about that. Third, we want to thank you for your support for the initial setup of the activities of the kingdom, for your support for all our activities that you have financed. Fourth, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for the vehicles that you bought for all the chiefs in Busoga. We want to thank you and thank you very much. Era abalangira muwubire ku President omulundi ogwokubiri abantu abo batambulanga batyaime ssebo. Lata ndikwenda okwebaza ekyokutaano. Fifth, we want to thank you for the finances you have given us in tourism. We want to thank you and to report to you that Kagulu Hills, the steps have been done, and we hope that you will have time to come and launch that site. Awene tulikwenda okwebaliza Maama Kadaga for leading this effort. We thank you for your finances. Your Excellency, the Minister of Tourism, has embarked on developing the source of the Nile. We know that this is a unique opportunity. Nobody else in the world has a source of the Nile. Thank you for the resources you are sending to Busoga. We would also like to thank you, Excellency, for the support you gave us while we led the Namugongo journey on both the Anglican and the Catholic side of close to 5 billion shillings. Thank you, and thank you very much. We also want to thank you, sir, Your Excellency, that during the wedding, we received the support that you sent through our friend Hajat Namiaro. We received a lot of implements for the youth, and we think that is a very, very good model. I want to thank Hajat Namiaro here, public, for a job well done.
Thank you so much.
Balamwisa ino basebo ni banyabo. Omulimu ogundese olunaku olwaleero gwa officially okwandula maama waife Inhebantu eri omukulembeze ni mukyala we ni government kutwaliza awalala. N'olw'ensonga eyo engeri y'ebintu ebyakyuka mu protocol nga muli kubibona, kamwete abalamuseeku katono awundire ndogere. Mwebaleni.
Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Maama waife First Lady, Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni, n'abageni baife mu bitiibwa bye mwidiremu, balamwisa ino basebo ni banyabo. Ntwala omukisa guno kwebaza omukulembeze w'eggwanga lyaife olw'emirimu egy'enjawulo gy'agiire ng'akolera Busoga ne Uganda okutwaliza awalala. In a special way, nongera okwebaza olwa contribution gye watuwa n'amagezi ge watuwa nze ni Lata Kyabazinga okusobozesa royal wedding okuba a success nga 18 November last year. Nebaza buli omu emirimu egy'enjawulo gye mwakola era mwaweesa royal wedding ekitiibwa. Ntwala omukisa guno okwebaza maama waife First Lady olw'emirimu egy'enjawulo gy'akolera eggwanga lyaife. Ng'ebyokutumbula ebyendegeresa eby'abakyala, abaana n'ebindi kamaala. Tweyanziza ino. Zeena nga Inhebantu ndija kwongeramu amaani nga nkola emirimu egy'enjawulo mu Busoga ne Uganda yonna yonna ng'egy'abakyala, abavubuka ne Jindi Kamala. Ng'amaliriza twongere okuba ekitole tusobole okutuusa Busoga mu buntongi. Mwebale ino, mwebalire irala era Kibumba nsaba abawerekere nga mwiraya.
Your Excellency, antwala omukisa guno mu byobuwangwa okwandulira famire ibiri kuba butidde afuuse endala. Tulina famire enzaala era nsaba beemerere kuba nze ayina olukusa okubeemereza. Bayidde wano emberi mbandule bulungi mu butongole. Your Excellency, ali mu green, gomesi yoli kubona enungi eyo, ni maama wange, Rebecca Mpata Elizabeth, era nga yena akola ano mu State House. Ndi kwandulira best man wange, ate nga ezira wundi, nga ni muto wange, Prince Arnold Nadiope. Na kwandulira senga wange, Lydia Mulochi. Ndi kwandulira muganda wange atukwase Ivan. Na kwandulira omulangira Dizala Sanoni. Na kwandulira Isabalangira wa Bugabula Budiope ni Buzayankani Bugabula Bibi Muzeyi Henry Woira Kitimbo. Famire enene n'abandi batyaimye ayo tulonzeemu ku bano abatono olw'ebiseera ebigiire. Your Excellency, ni Mama Janet, asooka ni Muzeeyi Bayole Stanley era nga Residence District Commissioner edimu mu districts edimu mu Eastern Uganda, na kwandulira Professor Wilson Mwanja, yabayo Mr. Mwanja Herbert, na kwandulira senga ow'ensonga enkulu nga ni Florence Mwanja danga mulongo, na kwandulira Kauda Loy, na kwandulira Mrs. Othieno Sarah, na kwandulira Mrs. Mwanga Mase yena tulinayo wano olwaleero, n'abandi abali einuma nga nomuli Mrs. Usama Bulimbo, muli Mr. Hamza Mwanga gwe twasoma naye, mwabo Mr. Shamil Mwanga, Mrs. Nahia Mwanga, mwebalire irala. Benveeruyo nga bwe mbalina noire ngenda okutwala omukisa guno okutegeeza mu butongole nti olwaleero tidye nzenka nga bwe kitera okuba. Ndidye ni mukyala wange nga amayina ge ndi Mutesi Jovia. Era ndi kumwandula n'eri maama waife Janet Kataha mu butongole. Ntwala omukisa guno okubeebaza olw'obuyambi bwe mwatuwa ebiduubo n'amagezi okutubuzesa okubiyita mu mikolo egyali egy'enjawulo kuba gyali kamaala gyabanga gyankomenkereza ne Busoga Royal Wedding ku 18 omwezi ogw'Omulala omwaka oguwere. Tubeebaza bina byona bye mwatukolera. Era olw'embaga eno eyaliwo ey'amaanyi waliwo banaife abagireyo nga batweyungako nti n'olwaleero bayidye nga bw'otutera otukoba nti tutambule nga tuli kitole, era mbaire nsaba mu ddakiika waayi Oweekitiibwa Osman ayandule abagenyi bano abali special eri omukulembeze. Awo neeyongereyo.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and our Maama, Janet Museveni, era ntaka okusookera kimu okwanjula Baba waisu Kyabazinga Engineer Batumbya okuzwa ono mwana wange ate nga muweerezaawo okuzwa Buyende omukyala Edith Oliver Lumonya njaba webale kuyiza nti munene omukulu wange omwami Kijampola sebo webale kuyiza. Your Excellency Agnes Kalibala Kadama muhalawo okuzwa mu family, the great family of Dr. Kadama.
Your Excellency, weno ina ba historicals ayinze nambalina ndibasaba olw'ebiseera bakuubire kwawuubire beemerere otegeere yetwava kuba bino ebintu wena wabirimu wagati ebbanga eribisi mwebale ino. Your Excellency, omulimu ogwandeesa ogwange guweire tiida kuba ku bindi byendogera okutolaku okwebaza abantu mbitibwa byaibwe okuba nti bayikiriza era beefiiriza ebiseera byaibwe baagana okumperekeraku okwandulira maama waife Inhebantu wa Busoga. Mwebale ino mwebalire erala n'emirimu gye mukolera Busoga ne Uganda okutwaliza awalala. Busoga okwisanya n'amaani.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Royal Highness William Gabula, the Kyabazinga of Busoga, and your dear wife, Her Royal Highness Jovia Mutesi, the Inhebantu, Cabinet Ministers who may be here this evening, the Members of Parliament, the Prime Minister of Busoga and the entire leadership from the Kingdom of Busoga, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Kodeyo. Let me begin my very brief remarks by warmly welcoming all of you to your national house, State House Entebbe, and allow me in a special way to welcome the Inhebantu. I'm sure all of us here remember the royal wedding and the beautiful bride Busoga received on that day, and the rest of Uganda cheered you on. I want to thank the Busoga people for such a beautiful title you gave to the wife of your king, Inhebantu. Inhebantu is such a beautiful title, which just means in Runyankore, Nyinabantu, the mother of the people. I have not heard of such a title of all traditions and kingdoms and chiefdoms in Uganda. When I was watching that wedding, I heard of that title. I loved it so much, and it truly fitted your bride and your queen. Those of us who were not present physically watched the ceremony on television with happiness and gratitude to God. In this age when the traditional family is under severe attack, we cannot help but thank God when we see two young people come together to start a family in a godly way. We therefore congratulate both of you heartily. Thank you for giving us a day today to celebrate what God started in your lives not too long ago. We all know that a nation is as strong as its families, so please be assured of our prayers and all the support as you start out in this new journey. I want to salute the Inhebantu. I love that word. The Inhebantu. I call her Inhebantu Nyankore. I want to salute her for graciously embracing the role of serving as a patron of the Nyendeire group in Busoga region. The Nyendeire initiative is a community-based organization that my office and some movement young ladies, friends and colleagues of mine formed in 2015. It is focused on empowering women in a wholesome manner. The focus of Nyendeire is to equip women in their own homesteads, in health, in wealth creation, in hygiene, in nutrition, in parenting, in spiritual life and cultural norms. It is a true saying that when you equip women, you have equipped the nation. I am therefore very happy that Inhebantu has embraced the call to be a champion and a patron for empowering the women in the Busoga region. I know that with her oversight as Inhebantu, this work will continue to grow and cover all the 11 districts of Busoga and even thrive better than ever before. The main reason God gives us leadership is to serve his people. If you use your platform in Inhebantu to serve God's people, there is nothing he will withhold from you. As Mzee, the president, always says, when you do God's business, he takes care of your business. Sometimes when we see the numerous needs of our people, which are there, it is possible to get overwhelmed. But my prayer is that you will identify just a few causes that you want to commit your time to, and please do not spread thin on the ground. Focus your energy on particular causes and see the impact you may have in your region. I have no doubt in my mind that Busoga will be blessed by your Inhebantu, because she's a young, beautiful lady who knows the Lord, and because of her relationship with the Lord, and because of her prayer life, she will be a blessing to your region. I have no doubt. So try to stay true to who God created you to be by using your talents to help those who God has put under your Inhebantu. The secret to this is prayer. Put God at the center of your life. Seek his wisdom before you embark on anything, because I know that that work, if you let it be driven by God himself, like I believe so much in my own work, it is always driven by my faith in God. I pray for my work, and I allow God to lead me. The wise King Solomon had this to say in Proverbs 16:30, in quotes, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." I want to thank the Kyabazinga for his leadership to the Busoga region. With the many global forces against us as a continent, as a nation, it is the duty of every leader to unite our people, to mobilize and empower them socially and economically, so that we can all stand against the forces of evil now across the globe. In conclusion, let me reiterate my commitment and support to the Inhebantu as she launches out, and to the entire Busoga region. Please know that our doors are open. Our doors are open to you, and our prayers are with you in all you commit to do. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to invite the President to address you. Thank you so much for listening to me.
His Highness the Kyabazinga and Her Royal Highness the Inhebantu, Rusoga Rwembarara, the Cathedral, all the MPs, and all the guests who are here. When I was thinking, I thought I should start by thanking God for enabling me to work with 3 generations of the Gabulas. In 1966, I was 22, 21 years old, already very active and connected and working with the group to which his grandfather belonged, Sir William Nadiope. This group, which included the ministers who were arrested by Obote in a cabinet meeting, were pushing some issues, one of them being building a national army, because Obote was building a tribal army. And these people, William Nadiope, Matthias Ngovi, Barak Chiria, Dr. Lumu Emmanuel, Grace Vingira, they were opposing that, wanting to build a national army, and who were supporting them as a student, part of the student movement. Then there was the issue of the East African Federation, which this group supported very much. Now Obote had his own schemes, wanting to build a tribal army. He sabotaged the East African Federation. Then his message of the Uganda issue. First of all, Onamfusi, Ben Kiwanuka had told the Mengo group that please, those things byemukayanira tebisoboka ebimu. You cannot have 2 governments in one country. Oh, the Mengo group. Alide musabasajja olukwe. Umukopi Kiwanuka. Then Obote omulimba omunanfusi yajja n'abaga nti byonna bye mwagala ngenda kubikola. Misleading Mengo to make the mistakes they made and then turning against them. Now, that group of Nadiope, those ones I have mentioned, to which we are now linked. I was directly working with Gracie Linjira. So when they were arrested, actually we took over immediately. Took over the opposition to Obote. Although Obote didn't know that he had a big problem below him, but we started from that time. So I worked with the group to which, I didn't work with Nadiope directly, but I was working with Ibinjira, who was working with Nadiope. Then later on, after fighting and all that, his father, Wilson, came and joined us in the government here. And of course, the grandmother used to come and see me. The grandmother, the mother of Wilson. There was also the sister Kadumbra. Nayo yambura ko Rosie. Yambura ko Sumeya Bayalagawa. So that is now second generation. Now this is third generation. You can see why you people, you should thank God for this old man. Whom God has kept around for all this time. And in spite of all the things he went through. So when I was thinking about it, I said, if I don't thank God, God may think that this man is omusajja ono tasiima. So ekyo nkimaze. Siimye. I now want to congratulate Gabula, His Highness, for getting a wife. As he's telling you, whenever he would come here, I would challenge him on that. That with us, the African people, once you grow, you get a wife. There's no question of saying there that I'm just there. What are you doing? Because that is the part of the Banyankore call it Okombeka. Okombeka is the Banyankore word for Okuzimba, but they use it to mean all that. It's not only building the physical structure of the home, but the wife, the wealth, this is all Okombeka, Ayombechire. So I congratulate you, Your Highness, for getting your wife. And I thank you for bringing her coming to present her to introduce her to us. Mama Janet and myself, because I always call him Mutabani, so he has brought the Mukamwana to the bazadde, and we are very happy with that. I welcome Inhebantu for joining our son, Gabula, and coming when you are already a highly developed product. Because she told me she's a financial analyst, an accountant, and I will mention how you will help us with those qualifications. But before that, the Banyankole, when a child gets a wife, you don't just come in swinging arms. That you are going to attend a wedding and all that. You bring something on your head. So I will give them 100 cows. These cows are okurabukira. Okurabukira, the Banyankole have so many words, the vocabulary. When you give cows to escort your daughter who is getting married, they call it okushagarra. Those are enshagarrano. But in this case, I am welcoming Mkamwana. So this is okurabukira the bride. So His Highness will tell me what type of cows he wants. If he wants the Ankole type, we shall give them to him. If he wants the Frisians, we shall give them. But now, there is the family of Inhebantu, whom she has brought near us. Maama Janet and myself. Those ones, I give 20 cows. This is not bride price, is not what, but it is oxima. Now, in Inhebantu, you will have to use your mathematical skills to help me with this Busoga. Kubanga abangi bagana okuwuliriza ekibalo kyange kye mbasomesa nabasomesera ekibalo ekyayika. There are some few people who listen. Aye abangi tebakifaako. This is the poverty you are talking about in Busoga, which I hear people talking about. In the manifesto of 1996, we recommended to you a 4 acres model to the whole country. And we said, please, because Busoga has a problem of land fragmentation. Some of the areas, the land is already fragmented. So when I studied that, in 1996, in the manifesto, following my work which I had done in Ankole from 1966. You better listen carefully. Kubanga byembagamba si bya kupaaza. Byonna namala dokubigeza. Tiwaliwo kyembagamba Abannayuganda ekyakugeza bugeza. From that time when we were with the Nadiopes, the Ibinjira, the one who was close with us, we were very active with the people. And we distilled what can work and what cannot work. So when we came from the bush, I started with those people of Ankole, of North Ankole. And after careful analysis, I recommended to them the dairy sector. Amata, Ogafura, Ekyamaguzi. And the cattle corridor has totally changed. They have a lot of money now because they listen. And they left they diversified from the Ankole cows to the Frisians. That's how the production of milk is very high in Uganda now. Now, by 1995, I had progressed in the cattle corridor. That's why now I analyzed the other parts of the country. And that's when I made the countrywide tour of 1995, where I put out that advice. Then in the manifesto of 1996, in the election of 1996, we put it in the manifesto. In writing, not talking, just talking. We recommended 1 acre for coffee, if the coffee can grow there. 2nd acre for fruits. 3rd acre for pasture for dairy cows in the shade. 4th acre, food crop. Emanju, enkoko z'amagi. Emanju, embizi, abatali basiramu. Oba Abanyankole bedda, Abanyankole edda tebalyanga mbizi naye kati bazimazeewo. Then the ones in everybody, near everybody, Entebbe's fish farming. If you do this, you will get huge amount of money. Those 7 activities, either all of them or some of them. But the Busoga, many Busoga did not listen to that. We also talked about, because these 7 are in the category of intensive agriculture. Okora wafunda, nojamu ekinene. But there is another type of agriculture, which is extensive agriculture. Okulima ebitali bya bbeeyi ya waggulu ennyo, naye n'obirima mu bungi. If you have got a big piece of land. Now that is where items like cotton fall, like ebikado. Ebikado, you can get money, but if you do it on a large scale, like tobacco in West Nile, like maize, Duma muike mutagenda kuyamba. Duma naye yetaaga wagazi okora Awagazi. The indigenous cows in Tensoga, nazo wetaga awagazi, okurunda nyingi, and so on. So that Kibaro has been before the whole of Uganda since 1996 in writing. Then in 2018, I made a countrywide tour, and I again repeated it. But people don't bother. This one is talking this one, this one is talking this one. So let me see how Inhebantu aidi okubara. Abasaga wano ekibalo kyebakwata bubi maze banga ndwana nakyo. But we shall come to now His Highness and we were talking before we came here. We talked about this, and he assured me that you can, and even Mvawara has repeated it, that you can use your structures to push that message. That would be very good. That would be very good. It will help the Busoga to get out of this poverty. That area is very rich. All these people, you can have a lot of fish ponds. There is an area called Minani. Minani is in Jinja's place. Busembatia. They had grown fruits there. Some people there. They had grown mangoes. I don't know what happened from that time. Very good mangoes. But even I have grown some things in Kitiarera, but people don't. I will have to go and check to see what demonstrations my people put there. I'm happy to see what you demonstrated here. The tolerance of diversity. Because I could hear those Baramoji, Batumurora Moji. Ate barutumura kusa. N'abatenga nabo bogera urutenga. Byona mbizi kubanga byona biri ngo runyankore urutegamiyamu. They are all like runyankore, which is somehow mixed up. Okuja konta abatenga ate bateka mu Lunyarwanda oba balijjawa. Kubanga ekyo kigambo nkiibi, that's Lunyarwanda Rundi. Nkiibi. The one will say nkizi. But all we, the other groups here, we use okumanya. Okumanya. Even Baganda, I'm sure Baganda use okumanya also. And that's why these cultural institutions, when I restored them, I wanted them to not to okwewana, no kuchawagana, no to discover unity among the diversity. That's what I wanted them to do. So it's what you are doing here is exactly what I had advised. For instance, this Mengo group. You have people called Baruri. Baruri, this Batumbe man, is he not a Mururi? Because Batumbia is a Kiruri name. Engineer Batumbia, you help me. I hear the name so much in Bururi. Take a Zindaro.
Tata, nuwo ntamuruli naye mba Busoga omama n'abamala mwogi.
Okay.
Ate bintu biraawo byete kiki hybrid.
Very good. No, but the Baramoji are very close with Baruri. Baramoji, Banyara, Bagwere, the other ones of the other place, Chibuku, they are very close. You know, these are like extension of Banyoro, so I can pick very easily. But that's what is a name very common among Baruri. So, Baruri are Baruri in Buganda. You get Banyoro in Buganda, in Mbende there. You get Banyankore in the Zimbabwe where there are so many of them. Then you get Banyara. Then you get even the other people of the islands of, what do they call those islands near the weak one? They have got a small district there. Buvuma, the Bavuma. Now all these are subgroups in Uganda, which I was encouraging Mengo, please encourage them, don't suppress them. Don't suppress them, because you are not the one who created them. This is God who created these people. So you are lucky. God has given you a role over people who are not even your cultural group. You should be very happy and encourage them. Naye wefura Katonda nti atali ngagwe oyo tasanye kubeerawo. Katonda tasanyukira ebintu ebyo. And I've been warning them, I've been telling all these people, you fellows, if God gives you a role of okugata, n'otagikola, nga Katonda anyiga bubi. Because you can imagine, from 1966, I am watching these people. I was already participating. Abantu abo bona bali bavubuka. They were all young people. The only one who was like 45 was, I think, Nadiope. Nadiope was about 40 something that time. But all the others, Mutesa 39, Obote 35. I was 18 myself. I was like theirs. At independence. Ibinjira 28, Kakonge 26, all young people. Esi yali mikono jawe. Naye kubanga byonna nibisasika. So I was very happy to see this tolerance. Yogera, Urutenga, and me, I hear all of them. So, newunyo kulaba muntu yefura mbuta tamanyi Runyankore. Runyankore ngorusoga. When you are speaking, I don't need any translation. Very, very clear. I don't even have to listen carefully. The one where I need to listen carefully is Rugisu. Ruarako, Zuno. Very clear. So, Naekuruemi Panko, Suran Nankore. Get lost if you don't hear it. So I'm very happy with the, I think you are moving well now. Kaguta was one of our chairmen, was he not? Kaguta was the chairman. He is the chairman even now. Oh, okay. But he was, even in the past, he was. Finally, when I was discussing with my son inside the house there, His Highness, he brought to me a number of things. Number one, I hear you are very happy with me about the palace, that I built a very good. That I built a very good palace for you. I have not been there, but they have been telling me. Aye, Muzera headquarter. Kati, ngenda kwata munsawo ndabe nti tutandika headquarter eyo. Tugenda kukwata mpora kubanga tulina bingi bya kukola. Naye kamu gwe muganda. We also talked about a number of other things. One of the issues he told me about was fishing in the wild, munyanja. Bana abataka abanansi abali ku lubalama lw'ennyanja be basooka okutuleetera ekizibu kubanga faba abamu ebyennyanja tetubimanyi. Nze siri ebyennyanja, abalunzi beeyo mu lukololooza ebyennyanja babimanyi. Naye kubanga nkulira ensi yonna, ate nali mbiraba bwe twali mu buto. There was a factory, a fish factory at Tafmark. It was called Tafmark. On Lake George in the colonial times. Barongosanga engege, bazirongosizeyo bazitwala export them. So when we came from the bush, there was not a single fish factory in Uganda. Tafmark yaragawa nti yafa. So when the Italian minister came here, he had money. He had $20 million. Namugambirirawo nti nzimbira ekkolo ery'okulongoosa ebyennyanja. Saakola feasibility study, saakola kinaye nali manyi nti ebyennyanja weebiri twetaaga ekkolero. Minisita oyo kwe kutuyamba kuzimba Masese factory yasooka. Minisita Italiano ku miliyoni 2 eza dola yakozesako 14. So amawulire ne gatambula nti Uganda ebyennyanja bifa bukadde. Kati factories nezijja ne bazimba factories. Ndowooza zaawera 22 factories. Kati awo abantu baffe kwe kuyingira mu nnyanja. Factories zimaze okujja ne batandika okuvuba envuba eyo embi. Kati nisooka neneebuuza naye abataka balagawa? Kubanga eri nkole bwe nakola industry y'amata nakozesa abanyankole nti mwe abanyankole mwe mumanye eby'ente, mwe muba mutukulembera mu by'amata. And they did it. Ne bakyusa okuva mu nnunda yaabwe ey'edda ne bayingira mu eno ey'omulembe. N'olwekyo ebyennyanja ekituufu kyandibadde nti abaliranye ennyanja abataka banansangwawo be bandibadde batukulembera. But they don't. Abayaayi ne bava eno ne bava eri ne bajja ne beeyiwa mu nnyanja. Abakongo, Abanyarwanda, Abarundi, Abakongo, Abasudan. Now, that chaos is the one which is a problem. That's how the army now comes. So I had to bring in the army. Now, when the army comes in, I think they also make their own mistakes. So, but the solution is, so what I want to do is to come and discuss with the elders. How can the community control the Nyanja, the indigenous people? This is what is crucial. So His Highness mentioned this to me. I know it. Even when I was in the north, they were talking about it. But the breakdown point is, bananyini mulimo okugulekera abayaayi. So if you say the one of Mayuge, the chief, yandibadde amanyi ebyeyo ennyanja eyaffe ey'ekiteerere eyo gye twali n'enkambi zaffe. So bano aboonoona ennyanja bavaawa? Why don't you work and we chase them and we get a few people from nearby licensed, working with the factories, be bamanyi ebyennyanja gye bizaalira, nti ebyennyanja byonna gye bizaalira, simanyi waliwo gye biweekera. Why can't we assert ourselves as bananyini kintu? Bananyini kintu. So His Highness mentioned this and I will follow it up. But please, my strategy is bananyini kitundu banansangwawo be basaanidde okutukulembera mu mulimu ogwo. Ogw'okuvuba mu nnyanja ate ne twongerako kino ekyange ekyokulunda ebyennyanja mu bibali mu ntobazi. His Highness anzijukiza enguudo. Waliwo enguudo eziruddewo nga luno olwaffe olwa Jinja Mbulamuti. Eruddewo olwo, I will have to check. I didn't check before I came. I will have to, but we are going to do it. Ne wabawo olwa Iganga Ruwuuka, Kamuli, ne wabawo olwa Kamuli Bukungu, bwe tukola ezo tuyinza kutambulirawo. Nkimanyi nti waliyo n'endala naye byonna tebigwa olunaku lumu. Because we have already done the Busesa, Tororo, that one we have done a number of times. We have done Namayingo, Mayuge, wana wafe wetukyamira wano wetwalwanira n'abaserikale ba Obote ba Amin ovudde magamaga. Huh? What do you call that junction? Musita. Yes, Musita. Kubanga awo omunda ko katono wetwasanga abaserikale ba Obote ba Amin. Twalwana nabo awo netubakubira awo. I think these were there was another one. I think these were the 3 points which I can remember, which His Highness raised, and if there are others, I will follow them up. So I thank His Highness for respecting elders and bringing Mukamwana to introduce her. Ate emikisa gy'abazadde nayo si mibi. Ate n'aleetera abasoga boona nange nimbalabako na Maama nentubalabako. So I congratulate Busoga, I congratulate His Highness, I congratulate Her Royal Highness. I wish everybody good luck. And my people will see how to make sure that you get home properly. Kibumba ayebazibwe.